Good morning, kids. This is your Urvashi ma'am from Learning Creatively. Today, I will be taking the English class for class 6 ICSE board from the textbook Mulberry. And the chapter that I am going to teach is Leaving the Valley. The description for this chapter and this book can be found in the description page, the PDF version which you can download. You know, children, while I was coming to this class, there was a young adolescent girl and she suddenly caught hold of a big hurly-burly boy, and she got him very tightly and started shouting, "Chor, chor, thief, 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 thief." Suddenly there was a huge crowd which gathered around the thief, the so-called thief, and people scolded him and told him, "Return the purse of this girl immediately." So there are many such brave young girls and boys who take risk of their lives for the cause of the bigger society and their own people. And one such activist is the story of chapter 1 named Malala Yousafzai. She is from which country, do you know? Do you know, children? Yes, she is from Afghanistan, where there is this very, very harsh regime named Taliban, which is not making girls educate. So I will read the first para of this lesson. Please pay your attention, especially on the difficult words and the pronunciation. Leaving our home felt like having my heart ripped out. I stood on our roof looking at the mountains, the snow-topped Mount Elam. I looked at the trees all coming into leaf. The fruit of our apricot tree might be eaten by someone else this year. Everything was silent, pin drop silent. There was no sound from the river or the wind. Even the birds were not chirping. I wanted to cry because I felt in my heart that I might never see my home again. So children, in this paragraph, I will first list out the difficult words. So one of the words which has come is ripped. If you see R-I-P-P-E-D. So note the spelling of this. Word. It's called ripped, and my heart ripped out. So it's not only one word, but it is my heart. So it is my heart. Ripped is the main word, ripped out. So it is actually a phrase which is being used, which means that feeling very sad, extremely sad. Okay? So this is actually a phrase which means extremely sad. Please note. So you can you make some sentences from this word? My heart ripped out, children. For example, one sentence could be, my mother was hospitalized and was in a lot of pain. My heart ripped out to reach out to her. So extreme sadness. The other important word or phrase here is pin drop silent. Please note, children, it is called pin drop silent. This is again a phrase which you must note, which means very, very quiet. So children, can you make a word of this pin drop silent? As soon as the class teacher arrived in the class, there was pin drop silence in the class. So that's a kind of word you can make. So this is the first para of this chapter. I will ask some very short, brief sentences, comprehension questions. For example, which is the mountain that is being referred to in this paragraph? So children, can you answer that? Yes, it is called the Mount Elam. So this is a mountain. And remember, Afghanistan is a neighboring country next to India, and Pakistan is the border. and it is full of mountains. So Mount Elab is the mountain which is being referred to. Which is the tree being referred to in this para? Can anybody guess? It is, yes, very good students. It's called the apricot tree. Which is a tree? Apricot is a kind of a fruit which is found there in Afghanistan. Okay. How did the person who's being referred to here feel? How did the person who is being referred to here feel? So she felt very sad and her heart ripped out because she thought she will not be able to see her own again. Okay, so this is the para now, and now you know in this para we will find the names. Can you identify some names of things or places or people? Can anyone find out? Yes, one word which is there is mountains. What is it? So these naming words are called nouns. What are they called? They are called nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are basically naming words. Correct? So mountain, for example, is a naming word. Mount Elam is also a noun. Okay, so it is a name of a place, Mount Elam. Apricot tree is another noun. Birds is another noun. River or wind, they're all nouns. So these are the nouns. Nouns can be singular or plural or collective. So there are different types of nouns. What are the three types of nouns? It can be singular, okay, it can be plural, or it can be common. Okay, singular meaning it refers to only one person. For example in this para will be mountain, correct? Only one thing it refers to. Plural means many. So plural of mountain becomes mountains in this para. And common meaning it denotes a common thing. So here mountains will become common noun. Okay. If it's a specific noun, it can become Mount Elam, which becomes a specific. So three types of nouns are there: singular, plural, and common noun, which are found. It can be masculine or feminine. Okay. So noun, if it is from the point of view of number, it can be singular. Suppose if you want to define or differentiate nouns in terms of gender. Right? Gender means what, children? Can anyone tell me what is gender? Gender means male or female. So in this particular para, can anyone identify which is the female gender noun? River, for example, river. You always say river flows. हिंदी में बोलते हैं नदी बह रही है, करेक्ट? नदी बह रहा है तो कोई नहीं बोलता ना. तो gender can be male noun or female noun. Correct? Male is river, female is river, whereas male is mountain. Correct? So we learned two things. Nouns can be based on number, singular, plural, common, and based on gender, which is male and female. It can be common also. For example, so apart from this, apart from gender can be male, female, and also common. Common and neuter. Common can be teacher, so it can be common noun, which can be teacher, and it can be neuter, like book or school. So just summarizing today's lesson, children, I think it's enough for today. Just summarizing, we started with the first para and we learned about nouns and girl who is leaving her home because she's very sad, and all the leaves and the environment also is showing that it's very sad. Okay children, bye bye. See you tomorrow with another chapter of another class.
Please like and subscribe our channel and share with family and friends.